Welcome to Singapore, the Lion City, the home of Sir Stamford Raffles, the Singapore Sling, and an electric mix of cultures that brings East and West together. Today, it is a highly developed nation with the second highest GDP per capita in the world and the key business hub for the Southeast Asia region. It is also the home of the TyreXpo Asia exhibition, which this year was celebrating a new post-pandemic beginning under the new owners, Tarsus Exhibitions, who chose to run the event at the landmark Marina Bay Sands complex. David and Richard Wilson were both on hand to check out the vibe of this year's show and to interview some of the key exhibitors from the Tyre retreading and recycling sectors.
Welcome to the Lion City of Singapore and to the iconic Marina Bay Sands complex. We're here today for the 2023 edition of TyreXpo Asia, and it's a really important year for the show this year because it's the first time in 4 years that the show has taken place. In fact, it's also the first time that the show has been run by the new owners, Tarsus Exhibitions Limited. So the jury's been out a little bit onto how well the show would be received this year. So why don't we go inside and find out how things have gone?
Over the years, TyreXpo Asia has been a mecca for Asian tyre manufacturers and traders looking to market its products to wholesalers from around the world. That is still the case, as you can see from the many large stands at the show from companies representing the new tyre sector. However, it has also been a strong event for the tyre retreading industry, particularly for the key Asia-based suppliers to the market. It quickly became clear that this is still the case, so we took the opportunity to speak to some of the key retread industry exhibitors from the region about their expectations for the show and what they achieved from the event, as well as some information on the product ranges and their activities within the Southeast Asia region. We began with three of the leading Malaysian tread rubber manufacturers, all of whom had historically been regular exhibitors at the show.
Actually, it's been 3 years. Eversafe didn't come out, so we chose a bigger booth, a bigger design, just to ask people to remember Eversafe rubber. And on the show, it's quite interesting is we met a lot of people, even the old customer and also a lot of potential buyer is coming for inquiry a lot of things. So the show is very good. It gives us a lot of opportunity. I think we are the first company in Malaysia researching on the green trade liner. It's totally environmental friendly, no harmful chemical inside. It fulfills the environment requirement in Europe, in other countries. We are still doing some R&D on it on the final stage. Hopefully it can have a good feedback from customer. After that, I will prepare a lot of data and information to do a public announcement. This is the reason why we're coming out this show. Before COVID and after COVID, we lost touch of the market, every country. That's why we come out to feel what is the customer need now, what is they are expecting now. Every country, every customer, they give us different requirements. It's quite funny. Some of the country is still not recovered back yet, but still supporting us. They're still looking for a good quality product. Some country is recovering. They need a huge volume. So it's quite interesting for us. Different market, we're going for different market strategy. So I still can't have a good clear cut on the market strategy. It's based on the market and the show response here.
MaxRubber have been participating in this Tyre Asia show for the last 6 times, So this is the number 6 time that we are participating. So we are regular here. So this show will help us to actually market our brand to the international world, okay? Our plant actually is based in Malaysia, so we are trying to expand our foreign business, okay, export business. That's why we are here. And so far, I think look at the crowd, I think it's pretty encouraging. And we are quite happy with the response so far. Mainly, actually, we are the tire retreading material supplier. Our main product actually is tread liner, pure tread liner. But now, actually, we are concentrating more on OTR, pure tread liner, which is the one that we try to capture and expand our business more. Yeah, personally, I think our main focus is on Southeast Asia as well as some part of Middle East and Eastern Africa. Right now, I think we try to expand our market to Europe as well as to Latin America.
We are very happy to be here today in Singapore. Actually, for us, it's always a good opportunity for us to renew our friendships with our client customers over in Asia as well as overseas as well. This is a good opportunity for us to meet all the exhibitors, our buyers, potential buyers coming over, and also for us to learn and new ideas what the market has progressed today. It's important for us to improve ourselves as well, to see what other new ideas, new machineries for us to improve our products as well. Actually, we are with rubber compounding manufacturers. We do technical compounds tailored to your requirement. So we do our own R&D, and of course, other than compounding, we have over on my right is the liners, the procure trade liners, and on my left is some of the special compound required by our customers. We can tailor-made or do reverse engineering for the rubber compound that your customer needs. We have our own R&D team as well, and our technical QA. We have a strong QA team to do analysis of the compound as well. We are always looking for opportunities overseas, basically throughout the world, and any customers who needs rubber, we will be there. Thank you.
Another key exhibitor which has supported TyreXpo Asia over the years is the Indian equipment manufacturer Elgi, which has expanded significantly since the first time they exhibited here. The group CEO, Sudarsan Varadaraj, was on hand to offer his take on the 2023 show.
I think business this year has been good. As you know, because of the pandemic and the cancellation, postponements of the various shows has set us back in especially this part of the world. So we hope to meet up with customers or potential distributors in this region. And I think we've been getting some good positive inquiries. Footfall has been pretty good. Hopefully it's going to lead us forward in the next subsequent shows that we hope is going to happen here. A product range, we actually have two verticals, and one is tread rubber, where we franchise tire retreading, and that's basically restricted to India. We have some customers outside of India, but these were long-term customers who've been buying our product and would continue to buy it despite paying a higher price for our product. But that's a business that we are not going to be focusing on too much. Our focus is going to be in retread consumables, where we're very strong in the Americas, Africa. We've not been focused on the ASEAN, Asia Pacific markets, which is what we plan to do. And our retread consumable basically consists of the pin cord rasp blades, our envelopes, inside envelopes, outside envelopes, what goes by the Ultra brand, and then tire repair materials and things associated with retread consumables. That's going to be our focus for most part of the world.
Returning customers were not the only exhibitors at the show though. Exhibiting for the first time at TyreXpo Asia was the fast-growing Indonesian tread rubber manufacturer Kartindo.
I think first of all, this is our first show here in Singapore, and the reason why we choose Singapore is because of the brand awareness that we try to create in the ASEAN region, and as well as, you know, maybe over ASEAN as well, maybe like because we have some people coming from Russia, from Africa as well to this show. So we would like to create a more extensive brand awareness. And also, like, we know that Indonesia being the second largest NR producer, we would like to add value to those customers in the region. Indonesia being the fourth most populous country in the world, and it's actually a very diverse market. We have 17,000 islands in Indonesia, and our position is quite strong in the market due to like the different type of distribution center that we have. We have about 5 currently, and based on that kind of experience, we have decided to start the export business. Hence, we start in 2019. So we believe that having that kind of experience, we have some leverage, which is our large domestic market, to bring our experience to the worldwide audience.
Basically, our main products are the tread liners and the cushion gum. The tread liners, we use it for the retreading industries. So basically our standards, we have met the industry standard, and in the longer run, it's actually about building a network of trust within ourselves and the customers, and then ultimately to the fleet owners or the truck owners. So for our product range, in the future, we can have a much better product range to meet the export demands, because we are investing on new machineries for the next 3 to 5 years. Yeah, so we'll explore a lot of new products and new markets. For our plant, last year we have made an investment in a new mixing line. So previously we have one mixing line, now we have two. We bought a mixer from United Kingdom, and then for the next 6 months, actually our 2 lines of new pin barrel cold feed extrusion lines are coming. And then for the next 1 to 2 years, maybe we'll get the new press, which we already have 4 units at the moment. So we are looking to add on our press to 5 units. And then during this period, of course, we'll see how to expand our export markets with brands such as K Premier, with low CPK and high mileage. That's what we are offering to the end customers, and ultimately building a network of trust with our end customers.
The trade exhibitors, however, were not the only attraction at the show. During the first day of the show, Retreading Business, in conjunction with Tarsus Exhibitions, also organised a well-attended retreading conference featuring 6 key speakers, as well as the official launch of the 2023 Recircle Awards, the now well-established awards programme for the tyre retreading and recycling sectors. Here are some of the main highlights.
We're just here at the end of an action-packed day, which is day 1 of TyreXpo Asia. We've not stopped today, to be brutally honest. We've had a retreading conference, which we've organised in collaboration with TyreXpo Asia, and we've hosted the launch of the Recircle Awards, where we announced the first 16 award categories and presented 2 very deserving winners with their awards in the Circular Economy Award and the Lifetime Achievement Award. David, could you just sum up today and just react to what we've seen today?
Well, I think it was a very successful day. We had a really successful conference, reasonably good attendance, and we had 6 good speakers covering a wide range of subjects, 4 speakers talking about different aspects of the retreading market in different parts of the world. We had a very good presentation from Chris Bloor, which talked to a degree about legislation and regulatory approaches worldwide, and also presentations on the Malaysian market, on the Indian market, on the US market. And then we had 2 special presentations, one on how to improve your efficiency in a retread plant from Brian Barron, the plant manager at Macula.
Besides Chris, who else was there?
Oh, the other major speaker was Michael Hutt. Very recently was with Kitlong Tyre Group. And he gave a presentation about how to introduce a retread program into fleet management system. So that was also very interesting to listen to.
Definitely, and let's just have very few words on the Recircle Awards. What was the main thing to come out of that, do you think, today?
Well, the main thing to come out of that was that we had 2 very deserving winners of the 2 main awards that we gave out today. The Circular Economy Award for 2023 was won by the Azur Network from Germany, which is an innovation forum for tyre recycling. And the Lifetime Achievement Award in the retreading sector was won by Mr. Chen Jet Hao of the Kitlong Group, and he has spent 60 years in the tyre industry and in Malaysia, and honestly I can't think of anybody else who deserves that more than he does. So 2 really deserving winners.
Absolutely. So 2 very deserving winners at the Recircle Awards, an action-packed retreading conference full of innovative, cutting-edge insights. End of day 1, we're now going to go off to day 2 and see what else is here at TyreXpo Asia.
See you tomorrow.
If day 1 of the show was spent focusing on opportunities in the tyre retreading sector, day 2 of the show gave us some time to focus on the relatively underdeveloped but growing tyre recycling sector in Southeast Asia. This market still has a long way to go in the region, but growing interest in tyre recycling meant at least 2 key shredder manufacturers decided to invest in the event with a key presence at the show.
It has been a very big pleasure to be here, and we must admit that when we came, we didn't have any expectations on how many would come, but we have been quite surprised how many people were coming in to see us. We have had a lot of leads, maybe 100 visitors during these 3 days. First 2 days were much more busy than today, but still today was quite good represented with potential customers visiting us. So I do see a lot of work for us to be done when we get back home. Eldan is the world leader in tire recycling processing equipment, and we do a lot of sales and technology. We help people recycling tires, cables, electronic scrap, and what is coming up as a new thing in the world is the recycling of batteries, car batteries. So that will be quite big in the future. But for now, our main core business here in the Far East and Australia is actually for the time being the tire recycling. We had in Australia, we had a big inquiry for tire recycling if you go 2 years back, because they made a ban of exporting shred or bale tires out of Australia. So we started doing a lot of quotations in Australia, and we have been fortunate to sell a lot of tire recycling equipment into Australia. And I can also see the same pattern here in the Far East, Middle East as well, with the customers who have been visiting us here at the show. So I'm looking very much forward to what will be the future here in this region.
Yeah, it's a good response from Australia and Indonesia and Asian countries, as Singapore is a destination where anyone can travel easily. Fornnax is a tire recycling plant and equipment manufacturing company. Fornnax is specially known for its heavy-duty and high-capacity machines. Capacity range up to 200 metric ton a day. Fornnax has more than 200 installations and around the globe and sales network in many countries. Fornnax has 80% market share in India. Almost every big recycler has Fornnax equipment in India. With a turnover of 60 crore Indian rupees and 60% repeat order in 2023, Fornnax is a leading manufacturer for tire recycling application. Many customer success stories in India. There are many customers in India that have replaced their American and European equipment with Fornnax equipment. In addition, Fornnax has many success stories in which they made 4 to 8 time expansion within 2 to 3 years. We are focusing on GCC countries as well as Asian countries. We believe GCC countries are our home countries. The distance from India is 2 to 3 hours. This makes us after sales support very easy.
Okay, so here we are inside the hall. As you can see, it's averagely busy, but it is the 3rd day of the show. Having talked to the organisers, they tell us that on day 1 it was very, very busy indeed. We were busy at that time inside our own retreading conference, so we weren't there on the first day. The second day was also very, very busy, and the organisers tell us that this year there were 3 or 4 times more people than there were 4 years ago, so they have to be really pleased about that. As far as the retreading sector is concerned, there were half a dozen tread manufacturers here present, companies like MaxRubber, Eversafe, Kartindo and others. 1 or 2 exhibitors from the tyre recycling sector as well, such as Fornnax and Eldan. And then we had our own retreading conference, which was well attended, and the Recircle Awards too, which was also a success. But don't just take it from me. Let's go and try and find show director Alwin Seow and let's see what he says. So I'm here with show director Alwin Seow. Alwin, it's been a really busy show, hasn't it? So but maybe you could just put into perspective for us how successful the show has been this week.
All right, so I think for this time round itself, we are looking at roughly around, on the first day, 3,000 attendees that actually attended the event. And at the same time, right, we are looking at almost 700 buyers, specific buyers for the tire industry that actually walked in the show floor on the first day itself. So looking at this, based on the previous event itself, right, I think we have almost tripled or quadrupled the amount of people that actually came in. So we're very, very happy, and it's nice to see everybody also engaging inside the hall.
Yeah, well, those figures are truly amazing. The good news is that we're going to be able to do it again next year, aren't we, in Bangkok?
Yes,
so tell us a little bit about that.
So I think for Bangkok, right, the most key important thing is, of course, our customers, like what we've been doing in Asia. But at the same time, we are also looking at emerging markets. So I think for Bangkok, right, I think one of the key priorities we will actually engage more buyers from the emerging markets like Laos, Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam. And at the same time, of course, we don't neglect our international buyers as well. So this is something that we will look into it, right, and focus into getting our customers in.
Yeah. Excellent. One of the other things that we found quite successful as well was the Retreading conference that we did, and the launch of the Recircle Awards. So we'd like to thank you for your support in enabling us to do that. So how did that all work out?
I think it worked out in a very fantastic way that we are able to actually, for us, TyreXpo, we are very honored to actually have the retreading community coming down as well. And also at the same time to have this celebration going on in terms of giving out the awards. So I feel that I would definitely want to see more of this, want more of the community getting together, and of course celebrating the retreading side of things.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much, Alwin, and we look forward to seeing you in Bangkok next year.
Yes. Look forward to seeing everyone.
Well, the show is now almost over, and as you can see, people are now starting to leave for home, but it's been a really successful show for us. There's been a lot of people here, and we've been able to achieve an awful lot. So, Richard, what's your take on it?
Yeah, it's been really good to be back here having a tyre exhibition right in the heart of Southeast Asia. It certainly was good as well having all the Chinese exhibitors back. It certainly adds a lot of energy to the show, and it certainly helps the show fill out a lot more. From a personal point of view, from our company, I think it was great that we had the conference with TyreXpo Asia. We had some really good feedback for the content, which will be available on YouTube very shortly. And we also had the Recircle Awards launch, which we've held here. We've announced the first 16 award categories. We awarded 2 very deserving winners with their prizes, which will also be available on YouTube shortly. So I think as we said, there's been a lot to cover, a lot to do, but it's been certainly a show that has been full of rewards for us. But that's about it from us at TyreXpo Asia this year. We'll be back in 2024 at TyreXpo Asia in Bangkok.
We'll see you in Bangkok.